Well, it's been quite a week, and the Kentucky Turtle Mitch McConnell joined Trump diaper sniffer Kevin McCarthy on stage for a gold medal ceremony that turned into the watch people die inside moment of the year that we'll get into shortly. But first, speaking of watches, watch the world's greatest lawyer realize he's wearing two.
Thank you.
Okay.
You know I have two watches on.
Mr. Leventhal, you have something to say.
I said we'll try to work on the microphone during the lunch.
Thank you. Thank you. If you have a bar hearing to fight for your license to practice law and prove your competence, maybe don't show up with two watches and then point it out to the camera on a hot mic. This is landscaping, parking lot, level stupid, and I give it 5 dripping Giulianis on the fail scale. It is pouring MAGA tears. McConnell and McCarthy get snubbed at the medal ceremony. Human helmet advertisement Herschel Walker was defeated by Raphael Warnock, and the right wing is continuing their self-destruct dumpster fire ignited by Donald Trump. By popular demand, I have another hilarious, genuine page from Lauren Boebert's book, and the latest and stupid, including an epic new overdub and more. The bleach blonde Fox News pundit with a Groupon nose job tweeted, "Our candidates don't suck. Our messaging and our ground game is a problem. The Democrats have mastered narrative control and voting strategy. They were literally able to get a vegetable elected in Pennsylvania and to the White House." Naturally, I replied, Tommy doesn't think the absentee father who lied about paying for abortions discussed his violent past and Russian roulette between not a prop campaign stops about imaginary SeaWorld trips, Chinese air, and cool vampires was a problem. The candidates suck, and the libs thank you. During the Congressional Gold Medal ceremony for January 6 police, representatives of those receiving awards shook hands with Schumer, then walked right past McConnell and McCarthy. I guess instead of pretending to back the blue, we should have actually backed the blue. Maybe not facilitated an insurrection with Donald Trump between the secret house parties Madison and Cawthorn told everybody about on that podcast. Can I get a bump?
Trump is being cheated today by a judge throwing out his special master and mocking his hair. And Melania's playing no dong, shutting down his plans to fornicate. Obviously not humping the guy who can't use a potty. Told you we don't care about the Constitution. Shanghai, one of the world's largest cities, makes all our Trump crap. And remember, folks, the first thing to order with Chinese takeaway, is pork fried rice with General Tso chicken, okay? The documents, they're still selling on that ultra-black market, a real treat for Trump's bank. I'm going mental right now, I'm high, and I'm whiny. 21 House Republicans voted against congressional gold medals for the police, and Fox News was also covering the January 6 gold medal ceremony, but cut away when they realized the awards were not going to the attackers. Just watch the hands again in close-up. It's fantastic. Trump pushed Herschel Walker to run because he only picks winners, and now the guy who wants to rip up the Constitution just had the courts find his company, the Trump Organization, guilty on 17 counts, such as felonies like criminal tax fraud. It's the party of family values.
Of candidates this time, he was out there working hard, but we need to not just compete for votes for ballots. We need to compete for ballots. If we don't bank ballots early, we're going to keep losing.
But we didn't.
But we didn't.
But we didn't do it in 2020 because everyone said don't vote early because that's corrupt.
Not everyone.
Well,
Yes,
a lot of people did at
people
the very top of the Republican Party.
Yes,
you
big
didn't.
people did.
But Molly,
And
Mitch McConnell did give 11 million.
Skeletor and Skeletor going at it. It's fun to see Laura call out Kellyanne Conway for telling people not to vote early when she too amplified this on her news entertainment channel for Married Cousins. They all did.
I think Republicans have been unwilling, for whatever reason, reluctant, resistant to voting early and voting by mail. Do they have to get over that reluctance, that resistance?
Sure. Look, I mean, you have to play the game by the rules that are existing.
That means if you want to vote early while you can, because things can change. You may plan to vote on election day because your moronic leader told you that was the best way to do things, but plans change. Things can happen between now and then, and you might not get out there to vote. You might change your mind. You might get lazy. Who knows? These people spent a long time convincing voters not to vote early, and a lot of them not to even vote, saying it was all rigged anyhow, and well, there you go. This tweet gets better every day. I love it. Thank you, Lindsay. For those new to the show, I'm glad you found me. Thank you. For several months, I've been reading a genuine page from Lauren Boebert's book. I do this once a week, and it's been pretty wild. In this section, we are at the rodeo where she'll soon be selling her pork sliders. Let's get back to it. We had added so many seasonings and spices, plus the minty breeze from Jason's Newports, and it had a good few days out in the sun to marinate, so I have absolutely no idea what went wrong with this pork. We felt betrayed, but I kept it together while Jason, with a Y, scrambled to lid the stink meat. Without even blinking, my reflexes kicked in, and I busted out that bottle of fake CK1 and began spraying the air to cover up the locker room balls and old clams, and I even gave myself a quick shot to turn down my homeless wet dog and cheese thing. Jason was impressed with my rapid meat misting, and that's coming from a guy who's been on the wrong end of too many mace cans to count. You know, there was a time when Jason nearly opened a self-defense class, and it would have been a license to print money. You see, the classes would just be literally him teaching the women the moves to counter his favorite attacks. It's like insider trading, but with my husband's grabby tricks. Well, that dream got flushed down the toilet like my bottle of street pills when the Donut Squad did an unannounced wellness check. The class was a genuine plan of his, but after he got his ankle monitor, he had limitations put on him by big government, so that was that. I thought the criminal thing would be a selling point, like, do you want to learn imaginary karate moves from some foreign person or real fight stuff from a certified ankle monitor wearing American who, by the way, has told me many times he got his brown belt when he was a freshman. The stink never stopped the Boeberts before, and it wasn't going to now. Jason said that in jail, he put hot sauce on the prison food, so we figured the same tactic would hide the horrible here. He was eager to find something spicy, and I told him to hit up the restroom to wash the bits from his goatee and grab us some more fake CK1. It all helps. I was still covered in the contents of my hub's tummy, but I had my uniform from my car wash side hustle in the truck. God guided me to the parking lot where I tossed my puke shirt in the back, cranked the radio in the cab, and got my hamster Mountain Dew out because I don't like to drink alone. We worked through a Coors in minutes. You know, a bottle cap works great as a little saucer for hamsters. He finished the beer while I climbed on the hood and did a quick change into my rattlesnake bikini and denim short shorts. I was ready to go, but when Def Leppard came on, I had to do a little dance for the families arriving. It was like a fairy tale. I hope you've enjoyed this genuine page from Low Rent Booze Burp's latest book. If you have, please let me know in the comments, and I'll consider reading another page in the near future. Thank you. And now for the conspiracy theory hot take on that Biden White House wedding.
A dead of winter wedding outside in what has been labeled an unseasonably cold time for Washington, D.C. Biden guests shivered in blankets and tiny hand warmer packets as Naomi walked down the aisle by her father, Hunter. Shivering guests, dead leaves, frost on window panes, out-of-place white roses, a quick no-press ceremony. What's the rush? They're acting like the venue's going to be unavailable in the spring. Well, truth is, the Bidens are racing the clock.
The far right really will grasp at anything to push their narrative. And remember, this is the reporter that Trump would repeatedly throw to with loaded questions in the briefing room. I wish you had a 1-800 number so I could tear him a new one. MAGA tears. Bald John Oliver sucks more than haired John Oliver. Not having any of it. MAGA tears. I drive gas truck and I eat meat while you roller skate with celery. I guess that's why these fluffy little liberals like you. Pathetic. MAGA tears. Lame stream media freaks fall for this bald pillow grabber. MAGA tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media and following me on mine. It costs you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. So if you can afford to, please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or smash that super thanks button, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries and have toured with Jim Jefferies for several years. I have 3 albums. You can stream them on Spotify, Apple Music, or catch them on SiriusXM. Thanks for watching. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.